Hello everybody. Welcome to the Thursday stream. It's been the first Thursday that I've been doing this in a very long time. I've been having a bit of a break, but as you can see, I'm not alone today. I have Nick here with me. You want to say hello, Nick?
Hello, everyone.
Usually it takes a little bit of a while for there to be an upswell of viewers, but we do put this video onto YouTube, so stuff we say at the beginning does actually get watched eventually. Cool. So we are in introduction mode at the moment. As I said, we've got a guest, and the reason we've got a guest here today is because Nick is the main author of ember-scroll, which is something that we are making use of in the Ember websites. Do you want to give a bit of an overview of what this is, or do you want me to do the intro to ember-scroll?
Yeah, I can give a little intro.
Yeah.
So the reason we developed ember-scroll is because we wanted a very minimal implementation of a sensible scroll implementation for the Ember website. Mostly meaning that whenever we visit any other page, we would want to scroll up, because that is not done automatically in single page applications. And we also especially don't want to scroll up when we go back using the back buttons in the browser. Yeah, I think that's the gist of it.
Yeah, I think the thing that you and I have talked about when we were developing this, like the main requirement is that it should feel exactly the same as if you have no JavaScript involved.
Yeah.
So, hi Icarus, welcome to the stream. The reason for that is that we're working on the Ember website at the moment, which is using most of the Jamstack principles. So it does have a static HTML implementation. And actually, we can very quickly demo that. Hopefully, this will actually not. Hopefully, the stream is coming through fine. Let's see. I should be able to see. I think I'm able to see stream quality somewhere. Bitrate.
It seems fine on my side. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I can actually see it there. Nice. So if I go on here and I can very quickly turn off JavaScript. How do I do that again? I go into this settings? No. This settings? Then I can disable JavaScript somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Oh my
I
god,
always
there's
lose
too many. Oh, there
lose
we
where
go.
it is.
Disable JavaScript. So now, moment of truth, I've just gone to the blog.emberjs.com and everything works. Actually, I have to make this open or something, don't I? Because if I close,
I'm not sure.
never
It
remember.
might
I
work if you close it.
think, yeah, I think it. Anyway, it's
Might
open
need
in
to
the
stay
background, so
open.
we can ignore that problem. So if I refresh now, we're seeing the Ember blog with no JavaScript, and we have this behavior that you click the button, and then it loads the next page and brings you to the top of the screen. Now, it's kind of silly saying that as a feature because that's just how the web works. You know, you've clicked a link to something, and you're loading. Actually, hold on. Just give me 1 second. I think you were getting a little bit of feedback on your microphone. Cancel. How do I do this? I want to add a filter. To like there's a noise suppression.
Yeah, it might be my MacBook fans,
Yeah, no,
but
I can do a
so
noise gate, and that
yeah.
fixes it. Done. Now, if you talk,
Hello.
perfect, magic. Imagine that didn't happen. Anybody who's watching the stream, just looking behind the curtain. So as I was saying, it feels a bit odd using that as like, oh, that's a feature, because that's just how the web works. And some people who are critical about the Jamstack movement is that we're reinventing everything, where we do the whole thing in JavaScript, and then you have to reinvent features that exist already. But there are some benefits, like I don't know if it's perceivable in the stream, but navigating to that page is like 10 times faster because it's a client side navigation, which is pretty cool. Like, it feels way snappier, but we need to, if we get this benefit, we have to make sure that we don't break other things. And that's why it's important to make sure that this scroll behavior does work as expected. Cool. And there was am I right in saying that there was a bug?
Yes, but
Is
I'm
this
not
the
sure
thing?
anymore if we actually filed it here. No, that's another one. That's Guide Maker. I'm not sure if we filed it on the board.
Okay.
It's been a while since I looked at that.
Do you remember what the bug was?
Yes. So ember-scroll, the implementation is built around an idea that Melanie Sumner thought of by using
Yes.
focus to scroll to the top of a page. Because that makes the scroll in single page applications accessible because you can use a voiceover as well. It's called Ember A11Y Refocus, I think. But while developing or while integrating this with the Ember block, we found a bug at some point that not all browsers would, in all cases, fully scroll up using this method. I still don't fully get why, but we can fix that bug. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a really cool actual implementation, and it's pretty nifty. Mel is like our like accessibility guru in the Ember world. I'm pretty sure she's on like official uh, accessibility teams now, which is very, very cool. Like, what would WG style things? I'm not exactly sure which one she's on. I'll have to ask her. But she's put a lot of thought into this idea, and what myself and Nick were trying to do was to make it exactly useful for our use case, to make sure that it covers all of the things. So we have built upon this work and are trying to make it more slick, more, as I said at the beginning, exactly what the browser does when you navigate normally. So you're saying that because it's based on this focus implementation, some browsers, is it that they don't scroll?
Yeah, they. What I remember is that I think the first time we saw this was in Safari,
Okay.
and when going to certain pages, it would scroll like halfway up instead of all the way, even though the
Interesting.
focus element was in the right position. So that must be some kind of weird timing thing in the browser. Um, we didn't see it immediately when we implemented this. So yeah, we might as well try and see if we can get the bug visible.
I don't know if I
I
saw
vaguely
it there.
remember that it was most obvious when we clicked on certain stuff in the sidebar.
Also, like, oh, geez, they've made this super fancy. So, like, something like
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose that's got the kind of got the what's the word, the loading implementation, so it's kind of hard to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to recreate this bug.
Yeah, it's been so long since I recreated this bug that I don't remember the specifics anymore, unfortunately.
So, well, there's
What
an
if you click on one of the years on the right?
again. It'll do the loading screen thing.
Oh, we have the loading screen now. Maybe we didn't have that in the past.
Let me have a look. See.
Because that already the problem occurs, of course, when we have the loading screen. The page is not long enough for the issue to actually occur, I
Yeah.
think.
There is a possibility as well that they might have fixed this in like a later Safari.
Yeah.
Complicated. I don't know how to proceed here.
Yeah, that's
what was the fix that you were hoping to try and look into?
yeah. So the fix that we checked last time was to simply, because that was already a proven method. It's just not it does not have the accessibility benefits of the focus method. Is to also add a window.scroll to 0, 0
Oh, I'm in the wrong
to
place.
the it's the service.
Yeah, sorry, I was in the app rather than the add-on. So,
Oh, but interestingly enough, I can recreate it on my computer.
so
So
what
that's
are you
very odd.
doing to recreate it?
I was just clicking on a read on of on the homepage of the blog.
So you went to the blog homepage in
I
Safari.
clicked, yeah, I scrolled down and I clicked on the GAD, the
GAD.
MGS framework takes the, yeah, that one. Oh, it works for you. Why
Well,
doesn't it work
sorry,
for
I
me?
think I might have
Oh,
already
that's,
loaded it.
yeah.
Oh, what did happen there? Oh, that's interesting.
But now it does work sometimes. Like it's iffy. And that was exactly why this bug was so hard to figure out, because it doesn't always happen.
So it's a problem actually, because what's probably happening from your perspective is that you're getting the HTML and you're clicking that before the data aspect has loaded, because this all of these will essentially be instantaneous
Mm-hmm.
because the data is already loaded. So what I could probably do, this work? Can we? I'm not in my element here with Safari, but are we able to like slow down?
I think you might be able to, but I also don't usually use Safari to debug this kind of stuff.
So what I'd love to do. Oh well, is it only Safari that we've had this problem in? I guess because we know that the
In my memory,
focus
it
thing
was
works.
mainly Safari, but I'm not sure if it was the only one anymore. Let me quickly try it in Firefox, for example. Do you have Firefox?
I'll have some version of Firefox.
It does seem to work fine in Firefox.
Oh, I didn't set a timer for our first Pomodoro. Let me do that now. I'm gonna do ember-scroll investigation. Open source. Start timer.
Yeah, so I can only reproduce it in Safari if I quickly scroll down and then uh, click on the read on button. I wonder if it might be because of the kinetic scroll.
Oh,
No,
wait, what?
so,
So like
no, that's probably not it. Is it already stopped? Yeah. So refresh, and then some of the time when you click on the read on for that specific, well, at least for that one,
am I able
it
to
will.
refresh and remove?
Well, the cache is fine, I think. because it would only it would be best if you refresh when at the top, probably, because the browser otherwise keeps some kind of scroll memory. And then click on the GAD.
So I need to scroll to everything's in the wrong place. Refresh, scroll down to GAD.
This is very.
So are you on Big Sur?
Yes.
Interesting.
I wonder if the size of the window has anything to do with it.
Is yours?
Mine is a little longer and a little. It's like on half screen.
Oh, that was a bad idea. I keep forgetting that maximizing is not maximizing. So you're doing a large screen. Whee. And then we're going to go back to the blog home. I'm going to refresh. Scroll down to GAD. Still working.
It could also be that the screen sharing you're doing is slowing down your laptop enough for not to be this. So that this is not an issue.
So actually, here's a question.
Yeah.
Are you able to record a video of it being broken on your side?
I can try. Let me Command Shift 5, I think, is the way.
Oh yeah, I think I've changed the. Bit more coffee left.
Ooh. So I will quickly do that. Record. Yeah. Hit it the first time.
Nice.
So that's perfect.
So that means I can finally close Safari. Bye bye. Don't care.
Bye bye Safari.
And I don't need Firefox. Well, I'll try it on Firefox while you're sending me the video and whatever.
Yeah, I'll. Where would you like to receive the video?
Anywhere really that I could see it on a browser of some sort. That would be useful too. Or if you just send it to me, I can open it and download it and open it in QuickTime or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Dragon Blood is contributing to the custom overlay app challenge.
Oh yeah, we have that going still.
Yeah. If you're watching the stream on your other computer, you can probably contribute because you'll be getting points.
Yeah.
I've forgotten how to see what they are. Let me see. Viewer rewards, channel points.
We're almost there, actually.
Are we?
Well, we have 5,400 raised out of 8,000.
Nice.
We
9 days left, though. 9 days left, so we have to get it done quickly. Yes, Dragon Blood. I was away for a little while, and actually, I'm not here next week either. So we have to get it done today. I demand an extension on the time. I don't even know if it can do that. This whole thing is very strange to me. What I can do is when we're finished this Pomodoro, I'll go and have a look in the weird Twitch settings and see if I can find the info there. Were you able to send me the video, Nick?
Yeah, you have it in Slack.
Slack. Okay, I have way too many windows open, and I am telling you now that my computer is struggling with the stream. What people tend to do is that they tend to like have a second computer that does the streaming aspect, because streaming is such a heavy load.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, you need a capture card for
I
that,
have a
right?
capture card. I'm a
You have a
professional,
capture
don't you
card.
know?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that looks like it didn't scroll at all.
Yeah, in this case,
Because
well,
because the
can you
bottom of the
replay?
screen.
I didn't pay attention
You
to
said
that.
I didn't pay attention. Okay, so scrolling down,
So
click
let's
the
see. You
thing.
can look at the sidebar. It does do. Yeah. So
Because that, look at the footer.
sure
That's right at
seems
the
like it.
bottom.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. Yeah, and this only happens in Safari for some reason.
It only happens in your Safari. So
In my Safari specifically. I am on the latest Safari though, so that's very odd.
I might be a little bit delayed, but yeah.
Just
I'm
out of interest, I'm also quickly gonna try this in the Safari technology preview to see if
interesting.
anything changed.
I need to ping Locks and see if he's going to contribute to the overlay as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it also happens in the new Safari.
Okay, so it's something that we still need to fix. Like, we wanted to fix it anyway,
Yeah.
and that's fine. So, what was the proposed fix that you had in mind?
Let's the proposed fix was so we'll need to go to the service, the scroll service.
You already made the change because I'm sharing this.
No, well, we had already prototyped the change in the past.
Oh, did we?
Then we didn't do anything with it. So let me see. Yeah, so on line 53 is where the magic happens. That's the focus invocation.
Mm-hmm.
And this service basically dynamically adds the focus element to the top of the DOM when it's initialized. And so that element will always be there, basically. By calling focus on that, normally your browser should scroll up. So the proposed fix would be, because that's also what the old implementation of ember-scroll did, and that always worked fine, is to also add a window.scroll2 below the focus.
So essentially here we're going to do window.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Technically, I guess we could even do it above.
And it's like 0, 0 or something?
Yeah. Like ideally we would only scroll the vertical axis.
Did you do that?
Well, you would have to read the horizontal scroll and then use that as input, I think. But generally this should be fine because most web pages, and certainly the ones using ember-scroll, don't have a horizontal scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Because in general that's a horrible pattern, I guess.
So the interesting thing that I'd like to see, well, we won't see it because you're not sharing your screen, and I'm not going to try and set that up live on stream right now. I have done that once, but it's very difficult. I'm able to terminal, new terminal. If I start this here, you'll be able to run it through live stream.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Have you? Oh, you've seen the light in PMI.
What? Oh, yeah.
Package lock.
Did I?
That was probably me twisting your arm.
Yeah, probably.
I have had a lot of conversations with people in the last month or so that they've had difficulties with yarn, so I am very quick to tell people, they should just be using NPM.
Yeah, we didn't need any resolutions for this add-on, so that was fine.
Oh, God. Always with the resolutions, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so the nice thing to confirm in the end, I guess, would be to see if the focus still works properly with the announcer. I'm not entirely sure how we should confirm that.
Well, I can turn on the announcer stuff. It will probably make my computer implode, but we will try it.
Yeah. Yeah, we could experiment a little with the order of the two
Well, it
things.
is a little bit awkward though, because I can't recreate it on my side. So, like, we could experiment, but it's like, yeah.
Well, I'm convinced that this would fix the actual scroll issue.
Yeah.
Either way, because even without the focus, the scroll tool works fine. The main thing is whether or not the announcer works correctly.
So if we haven't broken the announcer on my side, you're confident that it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also have I have absolutely no idea why your Safari wouldn't have this issue at all.
Yeah, that, like,
it's very confusing.
Yeah. Streaming is a lot heavier on computers than even I would expect. But it's also worse on Macs. Like, for some reason, this whole thing is way more efficient on a PC. Oh wait, this is a problem. This is a slight problem because this isn't what I need to. This isn't what I need to share. If we want to test it on the blog, I need to link the implementation.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then we have the blog running locally. Okay, let's try that again. And is it just on Ember blog that ember-scroll is?
It's on Empress blog. But if we link it in Ember blog, it would probably be fine.
Well, we'll find it.
Yeah, I'm guessing here.
Try another in Ember blog. Oh, look, they've got a sidebar now. npm link, and then I want to try npm link. Oh, let's do npm I first. Excuse me. Also, do not run npm install and streaming at the same time if you want to keep a computer that's functional.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we do npm link ember-scroll. npm start. I have a feeling this isn't going to work. Yeah. So I've had this problem before where after you do an npm link, I think it does a dedupe across the boundary of the linked thing. So you need to do npm install in the source directory again. Linking is a bit complicated.
Did they change that at some point? Because I vaguely remember in the past I used a lot more npm link. And yarn link works a little differently.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Yam. What's yam?
So they did change something a while ago. I saw them when you did an npm link, it didn't do like the what was it called, the symlinks. It did like a file-based link, and that broke a whole bunch of people's stuff, and I think they reverted it. But if this doesn't work, we could just do a file-based one and see what happens. Is that big enough for people? See if I can make that a bit bigger. Did the thing to make it bigger, and it's kind of half exploding, so. Poor computer. Oh, that's finished now.
Doesn't really like that.
Okay, so this is just after doing an npm install, so it hasn't done any linking.
Did you install dependencies in the folder of ember-scroll itself?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's something odd with like the dedupe behavior. Like, I've seen it reported a few times. It's just complicated. Like, it is a hard thing to do. So I would expect that it would have issues. This is good. Getting there. So it's gotten past the same problem that we had a second ago. So I'm going to cancel it. Ooh. Resub for 2 months. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Dragon Blood. Resub. They've subscribed for 2 months. Currently on a 2-month streak. Nice. Very cool. That means Dragon Blood that you are now our longest sub ever so far. Okay, that's the link done. npm start. Please work. Also the first ever. Yeah, that's a good point. Is that what the first means, or does that mean?
No, I think we both have that's the founder thing.
Find it hard to remember these things. This is looking better.
Oh yeah. It found the binary, so that's good.
Yeah, because it was the Ember CLI that was having the issue last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to once I get the overlay, I'm gonna, part of the features that I want to put in this overlay, I'm gonna do like goals. So number of follows, number of subs, number of whatevers, and I'm going to do number of follows or number of subs, and I will finally figure out the badges. Like, you get specific sub badges for subbing for number of months or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's all very complex. I don't know if have you ever like looked into how the Twitch streaming works, Nick?
Can't say I have. I'm an occasional watcher on Twitch, but not much.
It's so
Every time I look,
complex.
there's something new. Yeah.
Oh, like I hadn't watched it. I hadn't streamed in a little while, and I hadn't watched Twitch in a while. And when I came back, there was all this channel points currency silliness, you know? Ah, big streamers explaining it. Yeah, I am not. I'm not a big streamer, and I don't understand it, so I will not be explaining it very well to anybody anytime soon. Yeah, it's interesting actually. Dragon Blood, you make a very good point. Like programming, if you're not used to it, if you're new, if you're it's not what you do all day every day. There's a lot of things that we say, like flippant comments. It's like, oh, surely you know this thing, but um, are you doing something, Nick? Is it sharing already?
No. Isn't this fast food?
Yeah, it's just I can see somebody's making requests, and it's like, is that you?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It
Oh
might
yeah,
be
so
fast.
if you're going to localhost 4200 now, it should be working.
I don't have any browser open, so that
Oh, it must have been
shouldn't be
me.
me. Yeah, maybe. Well, that's not. This is not the right page. Oh, but it is. Oh, it's reloading. Yeah. Okay. That must have been you.
But yeah, so as I was saying, like programming in general, there's so many terms, so many bits and pieces that not only is it hard to learn, it's also hard to know what to learn and know like what even people are talking about sometimes. So it makes sense that every industry, every like subculture online has so many things that are just like you need to do a degree to understand it all sometimes. Like from my perspective, there's all these inside jokes with the emojis on Twitch that I just do not understand. Like I will eventually understand what kappa is, but not today. Is this working? Hang on. Oh, I'm stuck in a loop. Yeah, because I've got other. There we go. Right. So I am sharing my screen. You should be able to go to localhost 4200.
Yeah, it's working for me. Oh, we have different blog posts now, of course.
Oh yeah, because probably didn't pull.
No, oh yeah, maybe 326 April. Yeah, it's from April, the last one. So yeah, it's going to be a little hard to. We can't definitively say that this
Well, I
solves
can
the
turn
issue.
off the I can turn off the fix.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. No, I mean, we can only try to get
Oh yeah.
the broken scroll thing, but it might not occur. But I saw it reasonably often. Um, that I'm quite confident that this would fix it. Yeah.
Okay, that is our first 25 minutes done. So we're going to move to the.
No, I'm mirrored now. Yeah. Ah, that's confusing. A one way conversation.
Oh, and I also didn't have my music on. There we go. You can hear me now. Dragon Blood. Sorry about that. I've been improving things. Actually, did your chat message show up? Testing. Aha! Ooh, it's not a book, it's a feature. Totally right. Okay, so and so I was half telling you about my timer in the top right, Nick, before we started, but I thought I'd tell you on stream because it's mildly interesting. I have a confession to make. I have created the repo that I'm going to use for the stream overlay, and I have started work on it. The first thing that
you're confident you're gonna make the goal.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think it was. I think it is enough interest in it that I will. Where is it? Here we go. 4300. I didn't put it on 4200, so it didn't clash. But I now have a local host colon 4300 timer 30. Can you see this on my screen?
Yeah.
So I'm not sharing my screen because we're in the just chatting thing, but this is what I'm going to locally. So localhost 4300 timer 30. The timers that came with this overlay, with the thing that I got, it was 1 minute. I think there was only a 1 minute timer, and it didn't work either. It didn't start at 60 seconds. It started at 59, and it was really irritating. And I was like looking into how do I make another video for 5 minutes so I can have it for this the break time. And I was like, hold on a second, I'm a programmer, I know overlays are web, I can do this. And like, I just found the same font that they were using because they told me what it was. And
yeah, it's really close.
Yeah, well, it's the same one.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
it's the same one. So I googled how do I make font fill the whole screen, and there's like some CSS trick to do it. And it being Ember, it's rootable. So if I want a timer for any time, a minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 25, whatever, I just put that in the root and it counts down and says go at the end, which is what the other timer did. And
very nice.
It's much higher quality because it's web. It's just font. The other one was this slightly janky video thing that, yeah, I didn't like.
Hard to customize. Yeah.
Well, exactly. And now I can have it count down from any time that I want. So yeah, mildly interesting. Nick, out of interest, if you've got the chat open, do you have any channel points that you can spend on the go?
Yes, I was trying to get on to 500 before sharing, but that might take a while. So I will just give what I have.
Nice.
Oh, 1416. It said 444 before I shared. Okay.
Oh, well, it says a total.
Oh, has contributed total to the... Yeah, okay.
So that must have... It just be...
Yeah. The previous stream. Gonna try and bug logs to come.
Yeah, exactly. We need your channel points for the overlay challenge. Just sent him a message on our Slack. Oh, our timer has ended. I should make a sound as well. That would be a little bit obnoxious, but so what? Okay, so it tells me at the top how much we've raised. Less than 2,000. Less than 2,000. We can make it. We can make it, folks. Okay, cool. So let's go back to programming. Ooh, this is me now showing my screen. Go!
Go.
Okay, so you are using my Ember app through through what? Through LiveShare. Did it work? Did it scroll as you hoped it would scroll?
Yes, it did.
Do we want to doubly verify by turning off the extra scroll implementation and
yeah, we could.
let me also just set this timer going again. Start timer. Boom. Okay, so what do I do? I wonder if it's going to live reload properly.
Yeah. It would be. Oh, I can see that in my console probably because it would throw errors if it can't connect.
File change, services scroll.
Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of deprecations, but that's something else.
Sure.
Yeah, I think the live reload is fine. I think that should work.
There's
it can connect to it. So.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem with some of these Empress blog things. There was a bug in one of the dependencies, and it causes like a super refresh. It goes a little bit bananas. But get over that, it should be fine. So the question now is, do you get the scroll problem again?
Yeah, so it reloaded. Let me try. Yeah. Not yet, I don't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because of course you're bouncing your network through multiple places.
Maybe.
Not fast enough.
It might not be fast enough, yeah.
I'm wondering how to verify this then. There's not much we can really do because I guess we could do a branch on the Ember blog.
Make a and have it as a preview app.
And do a Git dependency.
Yes. So if we push this to a branch, we can use the Git commit hash.
Okay.
As a dependency.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yes, it'll have to be that. I can keep trying. Look, oh no, I can't. You stopped it.
Well, I implemented the scroll again anyway, so.
All right. Yeah.
Let's open this in fork so that I make sure that I'm on the master before doing anything silly.
Yeah, might as well pull now that we're here.
Looks like I'm up to date. This is on ember-scroll, first of all. So this is Fix Safari no scroll.
There is a small chance, by the way, that it's actually that the comment system is related to this, because that's not loaded in development either. Like the discuss and discourse. Mainly the page we tried before had the newer discourse.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah, chat box, because that also asynchronously loads scripts and does whatever.
Yeah. So also use scroll to 0, 0.
Do we have a preview app of the Ember blog?
Yes.
Like any other preview app, because then I could check if it's because the comments won't work either on the preview app because we only set it up to work on the actual domain, I think.
Yeah, if you go to the Ember blog, there'll probably be a pull request with a preview app.
I'll take a look and see if I can reproduce
While
there.
I do my stuff. So I've pushed the fix Safari no scroll branch on the wrong screen. Oh, my computer is really having trouble. Poor thing.
Let's see. Yes, the upcoming Ember Times issue. Perfect. Yeah, so I definitely have it there. And it does load the discourse script, but it gives an error. So it might actually also be interesting to look at the contents of that script. Oh, it's an iframe actually.
Did this actually merged? It did. Fantastic. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we've changed it to main now. Very cool. Create new branch. I want to call it whip test Safari scroll. Cool. And we want to do what? We want to close this because it's a little bit too. We want to npm I simplabs ember-scroll hash fix Safari no scroll. That needs a thing because reasons. More npm installs. This is like totally riveting entertainment. Can you get more entertaining than this?
Could set up a third PC for the npm installs.
Oh my god. It is yeah, it's a little bit over the top right now.
npm install accelerator card.
Oh my god, you just know that if you came up with a April Fool's joke or something like that, it would hit #1 at Hacker News. Interesting. The motorbike in the background on your side did not get removed by the
I'm
noise
unfortunately
gate.
gonna have to pick up a phone call.
Oh, that's okay. Go. I think I can. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna do this instead. Can do. Nick will be back in a minute. Also create a group with these two and make them both go away. Group. Do folder. Oh, Are you back?
Oh, I'm back. Yes, I was waiting for myself to appear on the stream, but that takes a while, of course.
Oh well, I hid you, because you turned into a
Ah.
giant Skype advertisement. I mean,
Oh. Oof. I did not know that.
that's okay. Why does it keep going to the wrong screen? Blog. Local changes. Package JSON. Oh, dependencies. I guess it doesn't matter that it's in dependencies. What we did locally. Should I move it to dev dependencies? What do you think, Nick?
Oh, that shouldn't matter. It's an app. But it's just we should fix it before we merge it.
Well, it's not going to go here. It's
we
going
won't
to
merge
Empress
it in exactly.
blog anyway.
Exactly.
So whip testing scroll behavior on commit to files push. Yeah. Now. Oh God, computer struggle there. I can turn off more stuff. I'm gonna close Firefox now. It lets me. Come on. Nope.
Knowing you, there's probably a couple of tabs open somewhere.
Well, yeah, I have them minimized, but they're still open.
Yeah. I guess most of that should be suspended.
Hopefully, people are doing the right things. Okay, cool. So now we should be able to go to github.com ember learn ember blog. We should have a branch that I can create. So tell me, you verified that the scroll was broken on a preview app.
Yes, of the other branch. So once we have a preview app for this one, I can try to verify that it is not broken anymore. So yeah, it must be that the dev build slows it down enough to not be an issue or something. That's why also probably why we didn't spot this issue at first.
Because once we got to production, it would have been fast enough.
Found it. Yeah, because I usually use Safari to browse the web myself. And I of course read the Ember blog. That's probably where I've found out about it.
So I think that's good enough. There's whip in the title. I says, please ignore this PR, and it's a preview. It's a preview PR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. I had to use my hardware microphone mute for a second there.
That's what that was. Yeah.
Silence. The question is, does it still do the preview?
I think it usually takes a while. It should do the preview.
Even if it's a draft pull request.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know about that. But it can take a while depending on the service for things to appear in that list.
Let's check.
I think they have to push something to this to the GitHub API for the task to appear.
Netlify is usually fast enough though. .com.
Yeah.
Might be stuff that I need to secure. I'm just gonna do it over here. Yeah. Oh, it's in the wrong window. Do it on my other screen. the problem. One of the reasons why I have too many tabs is because I make use of the accounts feature on Chrome. So I have my personal account, I have my company account, my SimpLabs account, and my client account. Deploy preview. There we go. Build ready to start.
Some elevator music.
Oh no, I have elevator music. Sorry.
You have elevator music,
yeah,
for all the npm installs and that.
Hold on, I just keep forgetting to put it on. What is it called? It's called Pretzel. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it now, actually.
I don't know. We'll see. Probably not.
I could do a shenanigans because we're on Skype. I could make the microphone that is being used on Skype be this microphone and Pretzel. So you could be able to hear it. And Pretzel is not opening up. Am I out of memory? Oh, look at my CPU load. Oh my god.
Oh, there's some heavy garbage collecting going on there.
OBS. Oof. Yeah.
2 cores. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Pretzel is an atom, not an atom, a electron thing as well. So it's probably. It says, what does it say? This says ready to start.
Yeah, it's
why
in
is
progress.
it not starting?
Maybe.
I'm definitely pushing my computer to the limits right now. There we go. Log in Twitch.
I do remember having some issues recently with installing from GitHub, but I don't remember if it was npm or yarn. It might have been npm actually, where it would fail on CI because of. Oh yeah, I think I remember. Even though I set to install with HTTPS, it in the log file it put the SSH variant, and then CI would need to like allow the server to be used.
Yes.
And that's why it failed with me recently. Yeah, so that was definitely npm. It was a known bug. I vaguely remember sending it to you because I tend to like sending you npm bugs.
Of course you do. This is what the problem you get when you get known to be an npm person. So I just cancelled the build and did it again.
Okay, yeah, now it seems to continue. It's at least further than it was before. Didn't even install Node yet.
Yeah, no, it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Needs more coffee.
Oh, that's interesting. This version of npm is compatible with lock file version, so it's not using the right
so you're
npm.
Installing. Yeah, it was installing Node 10, so it probably uses the shipped version of npm. Environment, maybe.
Where did you see environment?
Second item in the list.
Build settings.
Ah.
Oh.
Environment is on the left, second item. Yeah. Oh, but that's just. Oh, but it says Node version 14. Why didn't it do that? Maybe they changed something because it was installing Node 10. Do we specify?
Yeah, Dragon Blood is right.
Field?
Dragon Blood is right.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
14 ships with 6. It was 15 that shipped with 7, so 16 is 7 by default. That's okay. It should still be okay, but next time it'll build properly. And we have background music. We have elevator music.
Oh right, yeah.
Lo-fi.
So I indeed can't hear it. Yeah,
that's fine. I can in our next just chatting session, I can give it a go and see if I can get it working. For anybody who was here for my last stream when I was doing design work on the table of contents sidebar for Ember website redesign, I asked Florian, our native designer, what he thought about it, and he had feedback and said that he'd have a look at it over the next few weeks. So we'll get some tips, pointers, designs soon.
Very nice.
Turn it down a bit.
All of the blog posts.
Yeah. That's jam for you, baby. We've got a whole bunch of stuff now on Netlify where it's, what do they call them? Build helpers or whatever. And you can theoretically build a progressive, is that what it's called? I think of the right word. So it's like if you change one page, it only builds the one page and then reloads the rest from essentially cache.
Yeah.
So I think they call it like a progressive build or something. Gatsby people love to talk about it. It's a thing that they have in their this will be coming soon but never is actually coming soon feature list. But interestingly, I'm thinking of doing that for Emperor stuff if I ever get the time. But it'll only work in places where you only change content. Because if you change the app in any way, you still need to build every page. Which is interesting.
It seems they call it incremental builds.
Incremental builds. Thank you very much.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Which, like, if you think about it, if you're writing a blog and what you're doing most of the time is post-processing. What you're doing most of the time is adding a new content item, then build should be instantaneous. You're not changing anything other than that one content item, maybe the index page or whatever. That is live.
Yay.
So, have a preview app
that
should have the new scroll.
Let me see.
Would you like me to send it to you directly?
Yes, please. That would be. Because of course I closed the tab to the blog repo.
Telling you, you're missing out with this Zach. It's funky.
Yeah, so it does seem to have fixed the issue. Because I can't, I've clicked 5 times now, and it doesn't cause any issues.
Nice one. Job's a good one.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice one. So that is that one. Pro.js. I would have created the Dragonblood is asking me, have I heard of Astro? Oh. My computer is exploding every time that the timer thing. So let me go to our just chatting. Don't know if Pretzel is actually here. I'm going to add Pretzel so we still have nice background music. Audio input capture. Add source Pretzel. So astro.build. Re-incremental builds. Interesting. Yeah, so I remember somebody talking about this recently. And as ever, I get so frustrated. Like, bring your own framework. And they always talk React, Svelte, Vue, Preact, web components, or just plain old JavaScript. Ember's not mentioned. Angular's not mentioned. So that tells me that it is likely that this is not working the way that it would actually integrate with Ember. And it says SEO enabled. Like, there's a trick that people do to do things like this, and this is not new. There was things like 5-6 years ago that would pre-build your website for you. It would navigate and create HTML, CSS, whatever, you know. It would run the JavaScript, spit out HTML, and then work like this. But it is classically not great to do if it's not integrated into the system. Like, for example, it says here CSS or RSS feeds. Like .ember.js.com. This is built with Empress Blog, and it has an RSS thing built in. Was it feed.rss? Is that how it works? Feed.xml?
The blog has, I think it has a link. It should be an RSS. Is it JS? Is it RSS? Let me quickly visit my own blog. I think I have this. It should be RSS. Oh yeah, so my link is a lot more complicated.
Yours goes to. There we go. It's rss.xml.
Yeah, it's that one. I got redirected to Feedly. It's a Feedly link.
Yeah. That's because it's
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's /rss.xml. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, like, 9 times out of 10, if the system that you're using provides the build for you, it will be better in so many ways. Like, sure, astro.build is probably solving the issue for a lot of people, but if you try and solve the issue for everybody, it's not going to be the best experience for everybody. Let's put it that way. I think I'm louder on this screen than I am on the other screen. Okay, so we have a minute and 20 left. Let's see if I can do. Let's see if I can give you the glorious experience of this music, Nick.
Yeah.
So have you used Loopback before?
No, but I roughly know how it works. I haven't used it myself because I don't usually stream stuff.
So all I need is a new device. I'm going to call it Mike and Pretzel. I'm going to add my Yeti and Pretzel. Cool. And then the key is to open up Skype and pick different microphone.
Four seconds. You do have Spotify, Mike. It's probably the same setup.
Yeah, but it's a different thing. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you and some music.
Yeah, nice. Okay, because the problem was I changed the name of it, but it didn't update it in the inputs yet on Skype. Yeah. This is you said earlier on it all seems an awful lot more complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Lox has come in with some more contribution to the overlay.
We're getting close.
We are 1,200 away. We're gonna get there. So if anybody's listening and they have channel points, which should be under the chat, that they are willing to contribute to the challenge, click that button. Give me those channel points. It's all a silly game anyway, so I have to keep the stream going till I make it. Alas, I have a hard stop in 40 minutes. So we have 40 minutes to make it happen. And we'll see. Right, so let's go back to programming. So the GDQ. What is GDQ? Lox saying streaming during GDQ is a challenge already. I don't know what that is. Okay, so now that we've verified that it's working, game's done quick.
Oh, it's games done quick. Oh, that's the speedrun thing, isn't it?
I don't know what this is.
I talked about this with someone recently. I don't think it was Lux.
So I'm gonna open a merge request on pull request on ember-scroll, and then we can get that all released. And then while we're getting that released and tests are running or whatever, I can do a preview for the stream, what it looks like in the voiceover. Which is going to be fun. What am I doing? So Nick noticed that the scroll behavior was a bit off in Safari. It turns out that there seems to be some sort of timing issue only in Safari, where 8 out of 10 times it won't scroll. The timing issue is so small. Oh, it's a charity thing. Gamers will stream almost 24 hours for a week to raise funds for charity. Sounds interesting. There's a lot of people on Twitch right now, and none of them are watching me program or write issues. Okay. Time issue is so small that you didn't see it when running in development mode, but it did show up in production on Netlify.
I think Skype is doing the automatic microphone adjustment stuff.
Is it?
The music gets very loud if you stop talking.
Oh, if I stop talking. That's
Yeah.
funny. That's very funny. Okay. Boom. I've created that. I'm going to request a review from you, and you can do the stuff. And what I can do, I'll have a look at the preview. Yep, and I'm going to turn on. Oh, I'm going to need to bring back up loop back. Let me see. Voiceover. I'm going to have to add this as a source. Because otherwise, audio input capture. Add source. People aren't going to hear the wonderful things of. Oh, what happened there? Oh, default voiceover. Done. Can you still hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I also already found a thing for next time.
What do you mean?
Because it appears ember-scroll is still using Travis, and we haven't migrated it yet to GitHub Actions.
Fun.
So it's not running the CI now.
Do you want us to just do that real quick? Because I have some good templates.
Oh, you could while I get this thing in and released. Because it'll run the tests anyway. When releasing.
Master. Yeah. I think I'm starting to get a bit of a delay on all of my stream things because my computer is melting. That's okay. Let me see. So what are we doing? We're doing ember-scroll. I'm going to go to master and I'm going to GitHub. Create new branch. I'm going to steal one from
Yeah, so I think in my memory, this is one of those add-ons that in its current form supports Ember 3.13 and up. We can modify GitHub Actions script to work with that. Oh, the README still states 3.12. That's bad. I think it was a goal for us to. Oh no, maybe it's 3.12 minimum. There's an issue in the repo that says make adjustments to support Ember lower than 3.12, so it should probably be good.
Is it like .github workflow? .github workflows ci.yaml. New file. .github workflows ci. Paste it in. Images, pull requests, node version. Do we have a lowest node version that we support at the moment?
At the moment, it is 10.
Steps, check out node version. Yeah, I run in.
Oh.
I'm not doing
I
Percy
haven't.
on this one, so that's fine. And you said it was 312 was the oldest.
Yeah. Let me double check Travis.
What I'll actually do is I'll open Travis and make sure that the things match.
Yeah, it's
We
312.
do 12 and 16. We don't actually. It needs an update, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, we can already do the new one. Oh no, that they're probably missing from the ember scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that'll be a different merge request. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to delete Travis.
Meanwhile, I'm running a patch release already.
Nice one. Changes. I'm going to add that. I think that's everything. Let's move to GitHub CI. Push. As I tend to comment on when I'm doing these sorts of streams, what I'm doing right now, moving something from Travis to GitHub CI, is pretty much what 90% of open source development is. Like this. Oh, I never did a timer for my. It's this kind of maintenance effort, you know. GitHub CI.
Yeah, release is published.
Nice. So it was a patch release.
Yes.
So technically we don't need to do anything to fix this.
If we have some kind of log file maintenance somewhere.
So we just need to do the lock file maintenance, like a.
It would still be
npm
nice, I
update.
think, in Empress blog to bump the minimum version to 1.0.3 to make sure everyone gets it.
Interesting. I always wonder about if it's transient or whatever.
Yeah, it's mostly a cache thing, I guess. You would still get the newer one if it needs to be fetched. And it's unlikely that something else in your Empress blog has ember-scroll as well, so there shouldn't be any conflicting versions either.
It looks like the GitHub CI stuff is working relatively well.
Nice.
Sorry about the noises,
A lot of
everybody.
notifications.
Yeah, it's just. I don't like to put it on Do Not Disturb because My wife is in looking after the 2 kids, and sometimes I need to be contacted very quickly. So this should pass. Did I? I didn't request a review. Nick. Didn't suggest it as that I should request a review. Maybe it knows that you don't really care about CI stuff. Unjoko.
As long as it's fast, it's fine.
Well, it's a bit slow because actually I took this from a template from Toby, where it runs tests once, like the normal tests, and then it doesn't do any of the Ember try until the normal tests pass, which is pretty cool. Like, you know, nifty little feature. I think we get to see that if you go here. Yeah, so it's like these try scenarios are dependent on tests, which is pretty cool. Of course, it just does take a while. Okay, so what was I going to do? So
you could update Emper's block, possibly, or at least the Ember block. Do the log file maintenance on the Ember block, and then that should solve the issue there. Or do a patch release of Emperor's block. But that's up to you.
Yeah, I think about this sort of stuff a lot. I'm not comfortable with the current state of affairs with like how we maintain keeping things up to date. Like the number of Dependabot notifications that I have, just because I watch, like, are reasonably a reasonably large number of repos that I watch, and people set up Dependabot. So like it makes sense, but I get like hundreds per day sometimes.
Yeah, and also like with Renovate Bot, we'll recreate all the other ones as soon as something gets merged, so you get more notifications.
Oh,
I don't know anymore if the Dependabot also does that. But I enabled Renovate Bot recently on of my repos because it's a little more automated, I think. You can automatically merge and such and do the log file maintenance. But you get a lot of noise from it.
Yeah, I've discussed this with Toby a few times actually. The possibility of having like weekly dependency updates, because not only like one of the things we talked about, and this was for a client, is that actually for an add-on, dependencies should be treated differently from dev dependencies. You shouldn't have a notification that is just as high up on the list of like something that you actually like. Chai has updated a patch release is not as important as like I don't know, ember-scroll has updated a patch release. So what did you say the version was? That you just released?
1.0.3.
0.3.
So.
Oh, it feels odd doing a patch release.
Patch release for patch release.
Yeah, because it's already a carrot, you know what I mean, and it's a bug fix. Like it would be different if it was minor and we were making use of that new feature. I'm going to try. Oh, that doesn't look good. I'm gonna try and just do some block file maintenance, see what happens. Just missed anymore, so get rid of it. Delete master, just so it's not hanging around for me. And I want to do branch, fix Safari. I think it's just npm update. But if I go
Probably, yeah.
what does that one mean? Let's go and have a look. Oh my god, what is going on? Changes. This is so terrible. Ember-scroll. This one. There we go. All it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of dependencies either, so.
I'm gonna actually do this in Atom because that just makes me sad.
Yeah, I guess I can close VS Code now too.
No, I didn't get any more. Blog. Package doc. It's just so much easier. Ember-scroll, yeah, much better. Did you create like a release for the I'm gonna close.
What do you mean with the release? There's a release on GitHub and a tag.
I'm gonna close code. There is a release on GitHub.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. GitHub CI seems to have worked. That's good.
Very nice. Let me review it. I've seen this template before, so.
Okay.
Fine, yeah. Force color. So did Travis disable everything finally, or is it simply not enabled for this repository?
So the story is that they have shut down travis.org, which was their doesn't matter who you are, it just works situation.
Mm-hmm.
And instead there's now travis.com, which you have to like opt into. And the reason you have to opt in is because you don't get infinite build time anymore. You get like a very limited whatever it is, and
similar to Netlify.
yeah, like it's way worse than Netlify. It was like if anybody builds anything on anything that you could own, it takes it from your time, and it's really strange. Like I had like 3 or 4 builds on Empress stuff, and then suddenly there was no time left on any Travis stuff, and I was like, nope, this is not going to work anymore. So that should work. I don't know if you want to wait until the preview comes up and you want to test it.
We could. I don't know. We already tested it on the other preview, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Also, my computer is behaving a little bit more as well. Don't know if you have.
You closed VS Code. That's
Oh, exactly. Do you have review permission on the Ember blog?
yeah, maybe. I might. Let me see. I always forget my exact permissions there.
Close.
Let's see. I'll definitely approve, and now we can see if that's good enough. Yeah, seems like it.
Nice one.
I remember at some point approving something, and then Getup just told me, your opinion does not matter.
Yeah. I'll wait until at least the deploy preview builds, and then we can merge it. Actually, interestingly, we should be able to check to see if it's using npm 7 now.
Mm-hmm. Scroll all the way up. Yeah, it is.
Seeing how fast than me installing npm at version 7. Cool, nice one. Nice one.
Doesn't match expected 7. Yeah, that's right.
Bula bula.
It's interesting that the node_version doesn't work in that case, because it's still installed node 10, while we requested 14. Oh, it's because there's a .node version file?
Maybe.
We have that? Maybe that's messing things up.
Like
I'd have precedence over the environment variable. Yeah. All checks passed. I can't merge, by the way. I don't have that permission.
Interesting that you have like approved approval, but you can't merge.
Yep.
Boom.
Something protected branch.
Interesting. Well, I am.
Yeah, there's
super
indeed
admin,
a
so.
.node version file in the repo, and that must overrule the environment variable.
Interesting.
Yeah, usually you'd expect it to be the other way around. The environment variables override everything. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Because that's the way to dynamically customize something.
Yeah, but like dynamically customizing isn't really the game of Jamstack. It's like having it declared in a file always wins, and the having environmental variable is like, oh, if you're not actually able to add the file that defines it, then you can do it this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
I guess it's an interesting subtle difference between frame of references. Okay, cool. So, I was a little bit late starting today, so we didn't have the full 2.5 hours. But I will have to go in 7 minutes when this timer runs out. Do we have any channel points to see if we can get this over 8,000 while we wait?
I already spent all of mine.
Do you not gain any more while you were watching it in the background?
Yeah. But I've been spending them while you were doing stuff. So there's this ad coming up. No. I think we're at 93% now. We need like 500 points.
Oh god, it's not very much, is it? We have 7 viewers, so if any of them have the inclination to spend some of those sweet channel points, that'll help us. If not, I think I'm probably going to define it as close enough. Especially the fact that I've hampered us with the not streaming for the last 2 weeks and not streaming next week either. So.
Fuzzy 8,000.
A fuzzy 8,000, yes, exactly. Well, it's interesting because where it says your number of channel points under the chat, it has an infinity symbol beside mine. So I think I can spend some channel points on my own stuff. It's interesting. Okay, so let's switch to just chatting for the last 5 minutes. So, Nick, how was the experience?
Yeah, that was fun. We fixed the thing.
Well, we think we fixed the thing.
We think we fixed the thing, yeah.
Statistically speaking, we probably fixed the thing.
We probably fixed the thing. Yeah.
Interesting now, I think your camera has like a serious serious lag. You've been doing NDI for almost 2 hours. If you clap,
that's what causes that. Yeah.
Give us a clap.
I turn my head and then I wait for quite a while until I see my head turn.
Interesting. So yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm out next week, and then I think I'll be back into a normal weekly run of streams. And seeing as we go on, I'll just do it with the last.
Just get it over the line.
Only your viewers can contribute.
Oh no.
Oh, that's very
They only tell you afterwards. Yeah.
I wonder if it can only contribute during the stream as well. It means I think so.
Yeah.
That is so infuriating. So yeah, I think that's good enough. Actually, hold on. I promised Dragon Blood that I would go and have a look in the dashboard and see if I can extend the time. Channel points. Rewards and challenges. There is an extend button. So 9 days left gives us until, yeah, so if I do it 7
Realistically,
days.
we only need one more stream.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So I'm going to, well, at minimum it says 10. Oh, so, oh, that's interesting. That's weird. So I click the extend button and it's giving me a number that starts from 10. So it's not actually extending it by an amount. It's telling me what I want the new amount to be.
Oh, that's what's happening.
I'm
Yeah.
going to make it 15 days.
Yeah.
That will include the next stream. Extend duration. We have 15 days left. So that will be one more stream and we should hit that target. Cool. All is not lost, Dragonblood. We still have time. And with that, I'm probably just going to end it here. Thanks again for the resub, Dragonblood. Much appreciated. And if this was fun for you, Nick, I'm always happy to have you on again and do something. Maybe next time we could try and share your screen and maybe do some magical animation stuff, which is
yeah, we could.
What you tend to be
Sounds
focusing
like
on these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming on and thanks for helping us brave the NPM install delays and get it over the line. And I'll see you after lunch because we have a work thing.
Yeah.
And I'll see everybody else in 2 weeks' time. And bye-bye.